Hey everyone, welcome to Tactics Ogre with Butley and Patch. We are fighting our way through the castle and Patch has no idea what's about to go down, do you?
I have no idea what's about to go down.
If you didn't know, you need to go back 2 or 3 episodes and listen towards the end of the episode. He made a heap of predictions, Patch did, about what he thinks is going to happen, and yeah, I'm laughing. I love it every episode now that he's made those choices because I know what happens, and it's just fun to watch him or listen to his reaction to how well he went. I've been sprucing this episode up, so.
From a viewer perspective, it's hard to tell, because obviously I have no sort of connection to this game in like a... I've never played a Tactics Ogre game, or particularly a Fire Emblem game, or any of those sorts of games of this genre, and so I don't really know the narrative. That they might follow the narrative tropes.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
If they're subverting them.
Right, what's a trope or a cliche and what's unique to this story, what makes this one different, right? Yep.
Yeah, so I'm coming in and I'm just looking at it from a very frank sort of way. Like, I am just coming in with my knowledge of storytelling and, you know, seeing if any of that ends up being true.
One thing I always say about stories is whatever the story is, like when you're reading a book or watching a show, or I will get back to that. Remind me to talk about stories sometimes because I wanna talk about this. First up, this is the biggest party we've ever used.
Oh. Not gonna send in RSL?
Vanquish the enemy leader. Uh-oh. Thought you'd laugh at that.
You're cheeky.
So who is it? Zapan, right?
No, he left. Oh, it is. No,
He
it's
did
Vice!
You can't, we're allies. Uh-oh. What have you done with her? Oh my god, no. It's that messenger guy, get him.
Damn it, Messenger! He used to be working for my friends.
This better be important. That was cool. He cut me off. Son of a bitch. Dun 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 dun. I have been planning for this fight for so long, and I had no idea exactly when it was. So I can explain so much now. The reason I stayed as a knight for the longest time was because of this fight. Because Vice just out damages you, and knights can learn phalanx, which makes them resist damage that whole turn. And it doesn't take up your attack, so you can sort of attack him and then phalanx. And then I thought, no wait, I always do that. How about we try a rune fencer and we'll like shoot him and run and kite and use heal, it'll be great. And I got to the fight, and great it was not.
So, I want to say that while I get that this is like, I get that my prediction seems wrong, but my prediction was specifically for that one city. If you'd come back again, I probably would have had a different slew of ideas of what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
But I thought I might as well just ride those opinions to see where they were going. To be honest, I thought we were chasing Zapan and then we might encounter the Duke.
Right.
I still would have been wrong, but yeah, Vice is here, so...
Yeah, I don't think you were that far wrong. I kind of did a bit of a double feint when I was saying to you we're going to meet an old adversary. And you were like, oh, it won't be Vice or Leonor. I was like,
no,
I'll let him think that he's right because it's Zapan.
Well, in that area, yeah, it was Zapan.
Yeah, it was.
And not only Zapan, it was also the Lotus Knights. And I said that, you know, it's got to be someone who's important later.
They're only going to sit on their hands for so long, the Lotus.
Yeah.
So, at this point, I'm really worried because I'm like, what do I do? I'm thinking I can, like, Boon of Swiftness and Kite. Because I'm a rune fencer, and you see I made a move towards the staircase because I'm thinking
Yeah, he won't be able to chase you.
I can jump up, whereas he can't. I'm getting really hammered here. It's not good. And then he turns around and hits me for a critical, which doesn't help matters. And I probably should confess that I actually lost this fight. So it's not one of those things where... Not this fight, I'm sorry. This is second recording of this. I lost the first time I tried. So this is not one of those...
intentional defeats.
Yeah, you have to lose and then it's okay. It's not one of those things where you deliberately are up against odds you can't win. And then I was like, oh, you son of a bitch, now you're back to full health. All that effort, and me, I'm getting wrecked.
I was going to call him basically a gym leader.
So yeah, things are not going so well. So here's my my new strategy. And it's going to deal 1 damage. I'm like, oh, well there goes that strategy. Probably shouldn't have used Divine Magic. I thought I might be able to use the high ground to get a good Rending Gale on him, but it didn't deal a lot. And of course, he gets his in a minute, which... Beep. The problem is he counterattacks me for more damage than I deal to him.
It's interesting. I wonder what other people do about this fight, because this does seem like a fight where you have to sort of...
Right, and I did try and look some of this up on the internet a long time ago when I was planning, because you got to really plan for this fight like a long time ahead, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And this is his thing. So he deals slightly less damage with his because it's ranged and mine's double hit, but because he's so much stronger, it's better. Yeah, I looked it up, and it's hard to tell because this game comes in several different versions. Like the one I've got was like specifically made for the PSP, and I think it's based on an older copy, and so it's kind of hard. Like some of the levels and the difficulties got changed, and some of the classes got changed, so it's kind of hard to actually find. And this game's old now. Like I've had this game physically for I don't know 5, 6, 7 years now.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard, and I didn't probably even get it when it came out. I can't remember. So we're really low. This is really going pear-shaped.
Burn a swiftness. No.
Kidding? I'm like, I need to like get a lucky block or a dodge or something. It's my only chance. And I actually heal slightly more than he deals most of the time, except when he gets 2 in a row like that.
I just wanted to highlight that this is actually really cool.
Yeah, this is like a duel between... We're enemies from... We were like friends on day 1, and now we're enemies, and the only reason we can think of is that he... He's gone crazy. Enough of this. Stay your blades. So if you remember in the story, Leonard and Vice were out hunting us because we supposedly betrayed. But I think Leonard got sucked into the war and Vice kept chasing us.
He has a point. You are pretty much dead.
I am very dead. I'm not flashing red anymore. I must have healed off screen.
Dun,
dun, dun, dun. So basically we were getting wrecked, by the way. I hope all our points are in leadership because they're certainly not in combat skills. RPG jokes. Rhyme has fallen. Bakram will be here soon, so they're coming to attack us. Holy Knight Lancelot. He'll save us. Oh, no he won't. This is kind of dire news for us. That was what we spent the whole of Chapter 2 doing, is trying to find Lancelot.
I have to say, I'm beginning to think the Duke's plan was very short-sighted.
Which one? Which plan? He's had many plans.
To take over. No!
We're getting rehired? What is this? You can't force me.
Foe.
This is an RPG and I have choices. You can't force me to do anything. No.
You're the traitor. Jesus Christ, everything about this is upturned.
So... Oh, he's trying to convince us. Does he have a compelling argument? Would he win
Not really.
in a court of law?
I don't think he can win in a court of law because he massacred innocent people. He's clearly capable of doing anything if it means
the Bakram are coming to
beat
fight
people.
us. I mean, if we don't send our team to help his team, we might die anyway.
Yeah, but he betrays people. And, well, yeah, he betrays people. He commits acts of violence to motivate people. Anything he could say is just manipulation.
Or the
I have a
toughest
feeling you're
choice
gonna pick
of
the
the whole
top one.
game right now. Which one?
I think you're gonna pick the first one.
Why would you say that? Because of what I just said.
Yeah. I honestly would have rejected him at this point. I would have said, look, you're clearly going to say whatever it is to get me to fight on your side. That's your modus operandi. That's what you did with the Duke.
All right.
And you're treating me like a traitor a moment ago with a death order, and now you want me to fight on your side just because you think you might lose. You're clearly not the trustworthy sword.
Two things. So, the reason I didn't pick the other choice, right? First up, I always pick the second choice because I have too good a heart. So I thought it's time to totally throw this game crazy where even I don't know what's going on anymore. And Vice has gone absolutely nuts because he can't handle that. He hates us so much, and chasing us was so it vindicated him, and now it's blown his world. We're on the same team again. He can't deal with that because it also feels like he's not capable, whereas we are. You know.
Yeah.
But now that we're back, he's supposed to be like the third spear of the Duke. And but the second reason is I felt not acquiescing to win a fight where we had to save our lives would have been just stubborn.
Yeah.
And third reason was technically this is a game with choices, so I'm praying the story writing's good enough that if we ever get into another situation like Balma Musa, we will again have the choice to not do something if we don't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is actually a bit of an end cutscene. I have to start doing my wind down talk. This is Rhyme, obviously. And you see, it's kind of bad.
You son of a bitch.
And you saw the guy. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up here. This is going to close off pretty soon. I probably should have left a bit of a tag at the end, but unfortunately, not that clever. Thanks for your time, guys.